A dangerous winter storm just shifted south overnight, and what that means for millions of Americans is about to change everything you thought you knew about this weekend. Right now, as you're rewatching this, meteorological models are screaming something terrifying. This isn't your typical winter weather. This is a pattern that is strengthening by the hour, and the overnight shift has forecasters using words they rarely say out loud. Here is what changed while you were sleeping. The impact zone moved south, way south. And if you live anywhere from Texas to the Carolinas, the next 72 hours could redefine what winter means in your area. But first, let me show you something that will make your jaw drop. The Weather Prediction Center just updated their maps, and what I am seeing is unprecedented for this time of year. Stick with me because at the 30-second mark, I am revealing which states are about to face the worst of it. Those states are Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. If you in any of these places, you need to hear every word of what's coming next. And here's the reward I promised you. Comment your location right now, and I'll tell you exactly what to expect in your specific area. Seriously, drop your city and state in the comments. The community here is incredible, and we all in this together. Now, why is this storm different? Because it's not just about snow, it's not just about ice. It's about a deadly combination that the South is completely unprepared for. You don't have the salt trucks, you don't have the infrastructure, you wait for it to melt, but here's the plot twist that nobody's talking about. This storm is bringing Arctic temperatures right behind it. Temperatures in the teens, wind chills potentially hitting negative numbers in the South. Let me say that again. Negative wind chills in the South where most homes aren't built for this kind of cold. The forecast models updated overnight, and every single one of them is showing the same terrifying trend. We re-looking at a light blue zone on the maps, that's your snow. The purple areas, that's where snow mixes with sleet, but it's the pink and peach colors that should worry you most. That's freezing rain and ice. And ice is the silent killer in storms like this. As we go from Friday into Saturday, this system is moving up through the mid-Atlantic and into the Northeast. But the impacts, and this is crucial, the impacts have grown significantly just in the last 12 hours. Look at this. Minor impact chances that were sitting at 30% yesterday, they've jumped to 60 and 70% as we move through Saturday afternoon. The highest probability zone is cutting right through Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, but it is shifted further south than anyone predicted. Tennessee and Kentucky, you are now in the crosshairs. And as we move from late Saturday into Sunday, watch what happens. The impact zone expands dramatically, sweeping across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. The entire Tennessee-Kentucky Valley is lighting up red on the impact maps. By Sunday, we're talking about moderate to high impact potential across the mid-Atlantic. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and the Delmarva Peninsula. This is your warning. What starts as a Saturday event becomes a Sunday crisis. But wait, there's something even more concerning that I need to show you at the 3-minute 20-second mark. Something about the temperature drop that's going to shock you. Keep watching. The cold blast isn't just trending colder. It's gone deeper than any model predicted 48 hours ago. We potentially looking at wind chills of -5 degrees. -5. And this Arctic air is going to be felt all the way down to the Yucatan Peninsula. The GFS model, that's the Global Forecast System, is confirming everything we are seeing. As we go through Friday evening, the freezing rain and snow signals are building. Precipitation meeting up with below freezing temperatures creates the perfect recipe for disaster. But overnight Friday into Saturday morning, here's where it gets real. The model is showing a stronger signal for widespread freezing rain. We are talking about a potential major ice storm for Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, northern Louisiana, and Mississippi. At the same time, heavy snow, and this is important, very wet heavy snow, will be falling across the northern edge of this system. Wet snow is dangerous snow. It sticks to power lines, it brings down trees, it causes the kind of damage that takes weeks to repair. Saturday evening, the ice storm expands into Mississippi, Alabama, northern Georgia, and the Carolinas. Tennessee and Kentucky get hammered with both snow and ice. And as we move overnight Saturday into Sunday, the entire system slides up the mid-Atlantic coast. Northern edge, major snowstorm. Southern edge, crippling ice storm with freezing rain and sleet. And right behind all of this, temperatures plummet and lock everything in place. This is where the power outage situation becomes critical. Ice on power lines plus high winds plus extended freezing temperatures equals widespread outages that could last days. Not hours. Days. Do you have food that doesn't require cooking? Do you have a way to heat your home without electricity? Do you have gas for generators? These aren't paranoid questions. These are survival questions. The national blend of models when we take all the major forecast models and average them together, shows a massive impact zone. South Central states get hit hard. Mid-Atlantic and Southeast get hit hard. Northeast gets involved. And underneath all of that, extensive areas of freezing rain. Let me zoom in so you can see the exact timing, because timing is everything with a storm like this. The European model, which has been incredibly accurate this winter season, is showing widespread 6-inch to 12-inch snow totals, 6 to 12 inches across the South. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, this is your reality check. The bullseye, the area getting absolutely buried, keeps shifting in the models. But right now, it is pointing at Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and Arkansas. That zone is showing heavy, back-breaking snow. And remember, just south of that snow line, you've got freezing rain creating an ice skating rink on every road, moving toward the Tennessee-Kentucky Valley, toward the Mid-Atlantic, toward Virginia and West Virginia and Delmarva. We could be looking at a foot of snow, 12 inches. And the model shows it intensifying as the low-pressure system strengthens. Here is why that matters. Moderate impacts are growing for the Mid-Atlantic region. And when we get closer to the event, when the timing locks in, moderate impacts become high impacts. This could easily become a 1 to 2 foot snow event for Virginia and surrounding areas. Why? Because the low-pressure system strengthens as it moves toward the Atlantic Ocean. Stronger low pressure means more moisture gets pulled into the system. More moisture meeting Arctic air equals bigger snowfall totals. It's Meteorology 101, but the implications are enormous. The latest GFS run from 00 Zulu, that midnight universal time, brought the track slightly lower into Texas. But look at the intensification happening off the East Coast. That strengthening low pressure is pulling in even heavier snow than previous runs suggested. The 06 Zulu run from this morning shows more of a temperature gradient favoring freezing rain instead of all snow for the South Central states. We still see major impacts for the Mid-Atlantic. That zone definitely has moderate impacts growing, and moderate today means high tomorrow. Different models show different solutions, but they all agree on one thing: this is going to be bad. The Canadian model shows the system continuously meeting up with the right temperatures to produce snow across a massive area, and this is just for the next 7 days. 7 days that could reshape the landscape. The Canadian model also sees the ice, that zone right below the snow line where freezing rain creates a glaze on everything. Power outages in the best-case scenario. Dangerous, impassable roads guaranteed. Interstate 10 through Louisiana and Texas? Forget about it. Unpassable. Can you see how every model is now trending toward this freezing rain and ice scenario? This isn't a one rogue model. This is model consensus. And when models agree, you listen. Even if, and this is being optimistic, even if all this ice totals dial down to just a 1/4 inch, that still damaging ice, that still power outages, that still trees snapping, that still car accidents and injuries and chaos. But if we get 3/4 of an inch or a full inch of ice like some models show, we are talking about crippling ice, long-term power outages, emergency management agencies overwhelmed, hospitals struggling to keep generators running. This is a multi-day, multi-state emergency event. The GFS shows the freezing rain. The Canadian shows the sleet. Let us look at the ensemble forecast to see where that critical snow line sets up. Right below that snow line is where you're going to experience the ice. And what the ensembles show should concern everyone in the impact zone. Big impacts, major impacts. Look at that line cutting across from northern Texas through Oklahoma straight across toward the Carolinas. All that pink shading represents 6 inches to 12 inches of snow. Impressive amounts for anywhere, but especially for the South, where 6 inches shuts down entire cities. But right below that pink zone, that is your sleet and freezing rain zone. And we restarting to see a trend, a consistent trend across multiple ensemble members. This isn't noise. This is signal. Look at the other 25 ensemble members. Can you see it? Every single one shows that same general pattern. The signal is strong, incredibly strong. And strong signals this far out mean high confidence in impacts. So what should you do? If you write in Oklahoma, southern Kansas, northern Texas, southern Missouri, Arkansas, northern Louisiana, or anywhere across Tennessee, northern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, all the way to North Carolina and Virginia, listen carefully. Get bread, get milk, get batteries, get flashlights, get gas for generators if you have them, fill up your vehicles, charge your devices, prepare for a long-duration event. This isn't a one-day inconvenience. This is a multi-day situation that requires preparation, and it's not just about the precipitation. The temperatures coming behind this system are brutally cold. Dangerous travel conditions will persist even after the precipitation ends because nothing will melt. Everything stays frozen. Let me show you those temperatures. Friday morning, as the system builds over Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, it's already bringing snow, freezing rain, and dangerous wind chills. Look at the northern tier of the U.S., wind chills of -40 to -50 degrees. -40, -50. Those extreme wind chills will be moving south toward Kansas and Missouri. Saturday, as the system moves across the south-central states, pushing into Mississippi and Alabama, those freezing temperatures and negative wind chills push south with it. Look at this, the wind chills diving deeper. This is a punishing blast of winter that the South hasn't experienced in years. Sunday, as the storm moves across the mid-Atlantic, freezing temperatures lock in everywhere. If the track is just right, you get massive snow. If it shifts slightly, you get catastrophic ice with freezing temperatures right behind it. South-central states that just got hammered with precipitation, with freezing rain, with ice, with snow, now face temperatures that freeze everything solid to the ground. It stays there for the next day or two. Nothing moves, nothing melts. Wind chills keeping everyone indoors. Those were just the actual air temperatures. With wind chill factored in, it'll feel like single digits across the South. Single digits in places where winter coats are considered heavy at 35 degrees. The wind chills persist through Monday as the system moves offshore. All those freezing temperatures keeping the snow, the ice, the freezing rain locked onto roads and power lines. The wind chills continuing to make any outdoor activity dangerous. This is a sustained cold event, not a quick freeze and thaw cycle. Now, I promised you something at the 5-minute mark. Here's what most weather reports want to tell you. The real danger isn't just the storm itself. It is what happens after. It's the people who think they can drive in this. It's the carbon monoxide poisoning from generators run indoors. It's the house fires from space heaters. It's the elderly neighbor who loses power and doesn't tell anyone. It's the burst pipes that flood homes. It's the panic buying that leaves stores empty. It's the accidents from ice on walkways. It's all the secondary effects that turn a weather event into a disaster. So here's what you do right now. Check on your neighbors, especially elderly ones. Make sure they have supplies and a plan. If you have a fireplace, stock up on wood. If you have a generator, test it now, not when the power goes out. Know where your flashlights are. Have a battery-powered radio. Fill your bathtub with water before the storm hits. If power goes out, you will need it for flushing toilets. Keep faucets dripping to prevent pipes from freezing. Know how to shut off your main water valve in case pipes burst. Have a plan for keeping warm that doesn't involve running your car in the garage. These sound like basic steps, but in the chaos of a storm, people forget. And that's when tragedy happens. So write this down, make a checklist, go through it item by item. Your family's safety depends on preparation that happens now, not when the snow is already falling. Models will continue to update. The track might shift slightly, snow totals might adjust up or down, but the overall pattern is locked in. Major winter storm, extended cold, significant impacts across multiple states, and a recovery period measured in days, not hours. I'll be updating throughout the week as we nail down the exact timing. Every model run gets us closer to pinpoint accuracy, but the time to prepare isn't when we have perfect information. The time to prepare is now, when you still have time to act. Comment below with your location and I'll give you specific guidance for your area. Are you in the snow zone or the ice zone? What's your biggest concern? Let's help each other through this. The community here is strong and we share information that could save lives. Share this video. I know everyone says that, but this is different. No matter how many weather channels exist, no matter how many meteorologists are on YouTube, we want to reach even half the people this storm will impact. Your share could be the warning someone needs. This is going to be stressful, especially for the South where infrastructure isn't built for this. Roads will be undrivable. Power outages could last for days. This is a serious, significant event. Take it seriously. This isn't a hype. This isn't a clickbait. This is real, and it's happening this weekend. The models agree. The trend is clear. The only question left is where exactly that line between snow and ice sets up. But either way, north side or south side of this storm system, impacts will be severe. Prepare now, check on neighbors, stay safe, and here is your teaser for what S coming next. Tomorrow, S Update will show you the exact hour-by-hour breakdown as models converge on the final track. I'll show you which interstates will be impassable and when. I'll give you the power outage probability for your specific county. That video drops tomorrow morning, so make sure you resubscribe with notifications on. The northern side of this system brings heavy snow and blizzard conditions. The southern side brings ice that could snap power lines like twigs. Both sides bring temperatures that lock everything in place. Both sides bring danger. One more thing before you go. That temperature gradient I mentioned, it's the key to everything. A shift of just 20 miles north or south changes snow to ice or ice to snow. That is why we watch every single model run. That's why updates matter. That's why you need to stay informed minute by minute as this develops. Friday, the system begins. Saturday, it intensifies. Sunday, it peaks. Monday, we still dealing with the aftermath. 4 days of weather that will affect millions of people across a dozen states. 4 days that require your attention and your preparation. Stock up today, prepare today, plan today, because by Friday evening, it'll be too late. Stores will be mobbed or empty. Roads will already be getting slick. The time to act is always before the emergency, never during it. Check your heating system. Check your generator. Check your supplies. Check on vulnerable neighbors. Check the comments below for location-specific advice. Check back tomorrow for the next update with even more detailed timing. This is the most significant winter weather event of the season so far. The geographical scope is enormous. The impacts will be widespread. The duration will test everyone's preparation and patience. But we'll get through it together, one update at a time. Stay warm, stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in tomorrow's SC video with the latest model runs and exact timing for your area. Don't miss it because the forecast is still evolving and every update brings critical new information. Remember, winter storms like this are survivable with preparation. They dangerous without it. Choose preparation. Choose safety. Choose to take this seriously. Your family is counting on you to make the right decisions in the next 24 hours. Drop your location in the comments right now. Tell me what you're seeing in your area. Tell me what you're worried about. Let be. Community of prepared, informed people who help each other through events like this. That's what it's all about. Tomorrow's video reveals the exact timing, county by county. You won't want to miss it. Hit that notification bell so you don't. This is developing rapidly, and staying ahead of the storm means staying informed with every